Alrighty, here we go, the last discussion board of this semester. Okay, so, initially, what I first see is a pretty prominent focal point, which is right here in the center of the page. The reasons for this are because of the text, the grid, contrast, representational imagery, and color. So the text is being used as sort of a framing element. You'll see it has like a frame on an equally spaced frame of text around this image in the center, which is presumably what the surrounding article is about. Now the colors spread throughout the newspaper are actually sort of corollary, if not the same colors, to the colors actually within the photo. So there's like a blue, and there's a large amount of blue in this picture, like for highlight and background colors. Second focal point I would say is this large Le Monde text up here. It's in a unique font style, so it's contrasting with the rest of the elements on the page. It's also proportionally larger than the rest of them. It's at the top of the page, so that's probably what your eye darts to next, because you look at this and then you look up here for context or like support as to what that is. And then after that, the hierarchy goes down to here, where I see this one because it's the next greatest point of contrast with the different values. This one is sort of the same story. We have the blue, the sort of greenish gray, and then the gray down here in the same colors within the photograph. This one is also framed using text, but there's a little bit of asymmetry here in the width of the framing. This down here is another point of emphasis because of the red border around it. I'm assuming it's a call to action of some sort, like a barcode or a QR code or like a scan website. And then this is an ad, which is probably the thing that you look at last. It doesn't really have a lot of contrast aside from the red that is within it, but there's not a lot of red present anywhere else on the page. I see overarchingly there's a grid going on here. We have like a 1, 2, 3, so we have like a 3 row with like obviously different, no, maybe 4, okay, 4 row, yeah, so 1, and then these two little guys are 1, and then 3, and then 4, so yeah, 4 row, 1, 2, 3, 4-ish column grid going on here. They're all arranged rather symmetrically within it, and that creates a really nice sense of geometry and spreading. Looks like that is my analysis. I already sort of touched on how the size of the letters affects the hierarchy, being that this is the largest piece on the thing, but I'll just analyze the rest of the little nuances of the text on the page. So there's this large one, and then the second largest heading, which is obviously the front page article heading that is the most relevant. Then there's this one, which is probably side information or a secondary article, and then all the text down here is actually even smaller than the text up here and there. Now obviously the unity has to be maintained, so we have a similar font size all throughout the rest of the text, except for the headings and the drop caps, obviously. There is my analysis. I look forward to seeing what the rest of you have to say.